Whoever smells like the best.
Ho, 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 ho. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. We made it. We made it. Can we just stop, guys? Can we just stop? Welcome to the Fringe. Welcome to the Fringe, guys. If you're here for the first time, this is, of course, the craziest crypto channel on YouTube. And we have a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, we're back. We're back again with some more winning. Winning. So tired of winning, guys. I'm so freaking tired of it. Can we just stop with the winning? Good morning, Otaku Chaos crew. Much love coming from Happy Joy. Happy Joy. Going right out to you. Good morning, Joyce. You always bring, of course, a smile to my face here, especially on Friday, too. Happy Friday.
I don't think you're happy enough. I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs. I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me? Happy joy, happy joy, happy joy.
Good morning. Still trying to wake up. I could not sleep at all last night. We just had a huge temperature change too here in South Chicago. Yeah, we just went from 30 degrees to 60 degrees overnight, sweating my balls off for no reason. Because, the whole thing's set up for one temperature, not the other. All right, coffee. Good morning to G-Dog in the house. Good morning, G-Dog, and grabbing that coffee as well. We got to have that in the morning, man. We got to have that in the morning. Yes. Good morning, fam. Crypto Quint. Yes. Good morning to all. And to all, I'm tired of winning. I'm so tired of it, guys. So tired of winning. Of course, last night I told you, we called for baseline bear. Landed right on top of our baseline target. I told you the worst possible case scenario. We're going to grind this down to the bottom of this trend line. And we're actually a little higher than that, a little more bullish than I thought we would be in the I guess the most baseline scenario from last night, of course, being hit right on top of the head. Can't make this crap up, guys. So tired of winning. Can we just stop winning?
You're gonna win so much,
yeah.
You may even get tired of winning.
Every day, every freaking day. All right. With 99% certainty, we'll show you at the end of every single live stream on my evening live stream, that is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Bitcoin's going to go. 70,500. We did not break 70K again in the evening hours. The lowest we got was about 70,002, 70,003 holding overnight. Again, I remind you, the foreign market has been going sideways, right? The foreign market's been going sideways. American market's been dumping. So more than likely this morning, what are we going to get? Probably a continuation of some sort of dump-like scenario. Maybe pushing us down to one of our first levels of support here, or one of our last levels of support, about 68,000. That's basically the center of our parallel channel from last two weeks ago. From 2 weeks ago. Again, the one we caught out of the whole of February 5th. Of course, the 2-5 event where we fell down to about 60K. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. I think oil is a little better today, not much better, but we are still closing the month at about 50% up on crude. It's ridiculous. From the beginning of the month. Let's jump in and see when what we're getting out of Doomberg this morning. I really didn't get any clips this morning. They're talking about micro. Was it super micro? Again, you just gotta chill out, man.
Just chill out.
Just gotta chill out.
Drink your 7-Up. Eat a moon pie.
Yep.
Quit murdering people.
Yep. Stop doing that. Stop. Flooding the markets. Eventually, it's going to turn around soon. Let's jump over to Doomberg and see what else they got. Some of the headlines coming out today. I really didn't get anything out of Doomberg this morning, other than they're illegally selling chips to China.
It happened before.
Victory lap, if you would so like to.
Well, the hero in the story is the investors of SME Capital Management. It's not us. But as Mae West once said, too much of a good thing could be wonderful. Okay, and so I say that. I think of
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Let's take a look and see what else is going on in the headlines. CNBC this morning. Stock futures tick lower as the S&P 500 heads for the fourth losing week in a row amid high oil prices. And I've been, of course, tracking that with you guys here on the channel. 6,600 right now on the SPX. And yeah, we're still trading in between resistance right now and support between 66.5 and 66. What is it? 65.5. Okay, so about $100 in support back and forth there. We are about ready to break out. It looks like maybe this morning on some okay news. I wouldn't say it's the greatest news. I guess the Trump administration came out last night, early this morning, and said that we may just take Carrick Island as I guess as an American asset, and that's of course a large majority of their oil that's stored in the Middle East. Okay, that's cool. Guess we're just gonna peacefully take that over too. But as of right now, we're still doing the thing. I've been, of course, predicting a little bit lower on the U.S. stock market as we start to correct and consolidate into the summer. Hopefully, it's not worse than this, I guess, for risk on assets. Let's take a look and see how gold and silver has been holding up this morning. Gold's up to, of course, slap bound to support the trend line. Right on top of the trend line, hitting that yesterday at about 4,500. And then we got silver, again, holding a little bit higher after, again, also almost hitting that trend line as well at about 65 on silver. All right, and of course, gold, the digital gold, Bitcoin still holding around the 70K range. All right. So that's what we got this morning. We do still have about 2 minutes until the opening bell. Yeah, and we're trying to wake up. We're trying to wake up this morning. Oh, geez. Okay, let's see what else we got. Friday's biggest analyst calls for NVIDIA, Apple, blah, blah, blah. Trump invokes emergency powers with $23 billion in Gulf arms sales as Iran war rages on. He's, Scott Besson also getting involved in this, possibly allowing some of ours to be exported to the Middle East to ease the pain. The U.S. would provide air defense systems as well as munitions and radar equipment with more than $16 billion, as well as additional $7 billion from weapons to the UAE. For more details, the government invoked the emergency clause of the U.S. arms control law. And this also comes on top of the $200 billion request of Congress for continuing the war in Iran. Cool. More money printing. Of course, we'll be at the $40 trillion before you know it in our national debt. Videos, Jensen Huang pitches the AI tokens on top of salary as agents reshape how humans work. That's, of course, more coming out of Jensen Huang on the agentic AI play for the market. Trump invokes Pearl Harbor in front of the Japanese Prime Minister to defend Iran's attack secrecy. And again, surprise! We had a lot of fun with that, of course, last night. Gold rebounds, but silver extends losses. It seems like all this is just old news this morning. Just old news. I'm not feeling any of this morning. None of it. And even the Meta, backtracks on decision on end Horizon Worlds VR after fans speak out. And again, we talked about that 3 days ago, man. This is old news. Come on, CNBC. Where's the news? Where's the good stuff? Where's the juice? Where's the juice? All right. We're going to get into, of course, Doomberg's about ready to ring that bell. I'm going to do one more scan of headlines this morning. It might be a really short live, guys, if this continues on. Stock futures slide as Trump said the car takeover. How the Strait of Hormuz closure is rolling the auto sector. I'm not sure. I'm not following autos. Gasoline prices hit highest levels since 2022 as oil tops $100 a barrel. Like I said, I left the house on Tuesday. That was the last time I left the house, I think. Left the bunker. And it was $3.90 out there for me in my local township. Cool. All right, guys, let's get over there. I'm sure they're ringing the bell any minute now, minute.
Show you what's happening.
And we're going to, of course, catch that on the live as well, like we do every single morning. The U.S. stock market open. Good morning, fam. Good morning, Quint. Happy, joy, Nebs, Crypto JPEG. Yes, G-Dog in the house. Easy. Not quite dumping this morning. Not just yet, but I hope to play that House Hippo again for you.
To the weekend holding right now. S&P futures down a quarter. NASDAQ futures down a third. You can see some IPOs. Janus Living ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange. They sold shares at the top of the range yesterday, so it's a happy group down there. And then Horizon Quantum ringing the bell down at the NASDAQ market site.
Oh, I love this kid in the front. He's catching the confetti.
I like it when they bring their kids. You know what?
Me too.
It's a
Oh, I thought he was bugging out.
It's the kind of thing that you tell your kids, your grandchildren about. I rang the bell at the stock exchange at the open, right?
Yeah.
You don't really tell them if you rang the bell at the close. It's the open that matters.
Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Well, here at the open, Matt, I'm looking at shares of FedEx. They are up 5.3%, moving around a little bit. They boosted their full-year forecast as its network restructuring takes shape. They also talked about the war in Iran on the call, saying that it won't have a material impact on the business for now, but they did flag, look, with the volatility, especially in energy prices, this could have wider economic ramifications.
Speaking of energy, let's take a look at some of these producers that Cole has in his portfolio. Actually, I'm going to talk to him about what he has in his portfolio. I don't know that these are the names, but Chevron, ConocoPhillips, EQT, all looking at gains today. They're mild, and you can see Chevron turning down, but it's in a down market. Let's get back to Smead Capital CEO, portfolio manager Cole Smead. It's, as I say, a complicated patch, right? Because we've got NYMEX.
You got a minute.
95. Brent was up to 120 yesterday morning. Now it's at 110, but there's a big delta there now. I know that not all of our refiners are set up for WTI. How do you know what to buy? I mean, obviously you spend a lot of time in this industry.
Yeah, so we only own the producers. Now, why? Actually, Oxy recently sold off OxyChem, okay? The reason for that is you make the highest returns on capital upstream.
I'm not even going to give you a minute. All right. We're going to go over to CNBC. I'm so tired of oil, man. I'm so tired of oil. Let's jump over to CNBC. Oh, geez. Bitcoin just broke 70K here. I told you guys as soon as I started, I said, guess what? All this back here, all this sideways chop is of course the foreign market. Sideways chop, the foreign market, the dumps, all the American market, likely to test, of course, the trend line today. Maybe we get as low as 67, but we're eyeing at least possible weakness to about 68.5. Of course, going down to the previous, the middle of our parallel channel from just 2 weeks ago. All right, that's on the horizon possibly, but we'll take a look at the order books here in a second. Let's take a look and see what's going on with, just to confirm that and verify. We'll confirm. We'll go back over here with Kramer and see what he's talking about this morning.
And it's still great, and it's true for natural gas. Jeff Martin understands the natural gas business better than anybody. So Semper's good.
Oh, yep, natural gas.
Venture Global's really good, and Cheniere's really good.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
I'm just looking at.
And obviously, they just got hit really hard a couple days ago in Iran's. Natural gas production is kind of on fire. I guess maybe it stopped being on fire today, but I don't know. 70,000 now, just barely holding on. A little bit of a flash crash this morning to about 60K, 69K. 69.9 this morning on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the order books and see what we really have to deal with this morning. Let's take a look. Of course, bringing this to you for free is not only myself, but also, Kimba the White Snowland on YouTube, bringing this to you for free on YouTube all the time. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe here on this channel, but also give him a shout out. I am always doing that every single day I possibly can. Give him a like and subscribe as well. Kimba. He's been doing this for like 6 years or more. All right, let's take a look and see what we got over here on the order books today. Let's zoom on in and see what we got to work with. What do we got to work with? Overall, the bulls are a little bit ahead, not much. Only about $400 million in overall volume against the bears this morning. What do we got? We got a little bit of legs to get back up above 70K. A little bit. We'll see how things, of course, hold on for the next half hour until 10 a.m. We have some support line in the sand. We just bounced off of 69.9. We have at least 69.6 holding Nothing really standing in our way just quite yet in this morning's movements towards 70,000 or higher. Again, you can see that very, very clear buy level here, right around 70K. Of course, that's 69.9. 70K, of course, is above us now. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure why this is offset this morning. Weird. But yeah, we do probably have about 70,106, maybe 108, almost 72K being set up as a clear resistance for the bears this morning. If we do blow through that, expect some turbulence towards the upside, potentially getting as high as 73 today. Other than that, we got more, of course, areas that people have been picking up more orders above us and below us. Looks like mostly above us to short the market, filling in the gaps now in the last 24 hours, 48 hours, I think. That's actually 2 days. Yeah, 20th of March. No, that's a single day. The last 24 hours here on around 85 to 80 to 85. Again, filling the gap finally there. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I've been telling you guys between 65 and 60, we've been filling this entire gap as well. And yeah, more people think that we're going to be, of course, pushing higher as we move things along. You can clearly see the trend here on the order books, pushing everything higher, holding about 65 for support. More than likely, again, at the very bottom, that's a trend line. If you actually go back to the last month, you can see we actually touched that there. And the last time we touched it was on the 26th or 27th of February. And again, I've been showing you guys this every single day. The overall, meat of the move that we've been following is it's just higher lows, higher lows, higher lows on Bitcoin. We haven't had a significant pullback. I've been calling for it for a while, and surprised that we took this long. But yeah, we did actually do it, and here it is. Of course, let me clean up the chart and show you again. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Since 2.5, this is a healthy pullback. And it could go lower. It could go lower and still I would remain bullish. But as of right now, it looks like it's kind of done. It looks like it's kind of done. If Friday holds, this is probably textbook, man. This looks pretty damn textbook to me. All right, and of course, we've been following this for about 40 days, 30 days, 25 days, of course, in the first chop out of 2.5, and again we're about the second week in on our next level up. If we do, of course, hold this, maybe by next week we could start to see about 80K, again moving the benchmark higher and higher as we continue the staircase pattern forward. That's the whole goal, guys. The whole goal is to continue making support down here at around 60 to 65K, and then of course build this up to a breakout. And I've been showing you guys this as my estimation, right, for a breakout, getting into about June, July, into the summer months. So hopefully this continues to play out. It's been holding ever so, so far for the last few months. So I just keep dragging it over to the right a little bit. Just to be transparent with you. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with this morning. Nothing really has changed. And yeah, they'll see if today will survive another day around 70K. All right, so that's what we got in the order books today. Again, nothing too different, nothing too crazy from yesterday. More areas, of course, filling in the gaps on the order books. Let's take a look and see what else we got going on here from Kramer. Talk about treasury yields rise. Got Goldman Sachs quote here.
Predictable revenue stream, a lot of wealth.
Including underwriting quality of exposure to software companies that may be adversely affected by AI, are a reminder that the credit cycle has not been repealed. And obviously, crypto has a lot to do with the software sector.
And whatever, I'm not saying, I don't want to be political. Right. I am saying that everything seems to be on hold, except for the Unilever McCormick talks,
yes,
which we don't have any knowledge of. And I tried to get a hold of Brendan Foley all morning. I can't get him. Oh, there's Blue Owl. Jeez, Blue Owl's like that horse. And Blue Owl is
well, it seems like, Jim, every day there's a new story about a B of A or JP Morgan pitch to investors on how to short corporate loans or how to short European banks because of private credit exposure. Or there's like some call that Mark Rowan had with UBS, right?
Let it alone. I mean, look, the things aren't supposed to trade. That's what.
Private credit's still slipping, guys. It's a good day. It's a good day. All right, let's take a look and see what else is going on. Doomberg. We have about 20 minutes till we get into crypto news.
I get to hang out with rich people.
But isn't it a problem that that's
still
the part
talking
of
to
the
this
world
Yahoo?
or the part of the American economy that's holding it up right now?
That's a myth. And I totally reject that.
Please talk more about that.
Here's what I say. That's like saying, okay, the people that had success in the past will stay there forever. I've met trust fund babies that end up with no money. That doesn't hold true. Now, you see these...
That guy's a goof. You're a goof. All right, moving on. Let's take a look and see what else we have in the headlines this morning. Take a look at Yahoo News. We were there just briefly this morning. Stock sliders, oil seesaws on Iran war jitters. I guess we can dive into that one. Why U.S. airlines are less worried about Iran war than overseas peers. You know, I was looking at some flights for the summer months, maybe doing some traveling, seeing some more friends and family again this year. And it's actually pretty damn cheap right now. Let's see what else. I'm actually surprised. All right. Okay. U.S. stocks pulled back on Friday while oil fluctuated as investors weighed in the odds of U.S. might attempt to take over a key Iranian energy terminal to help unblock the Strait of Hormuz. That is, of course, the Karg Island. We're going to do a peaceful takeover, guys, of Karg Island. Stocks are retreating as investors assess the Axios report. The Trump administration is considering plans to occupy or blockade the Karg Island, vital to Iran's oil exports. The risky operation would aim to put pressure on Tehran and to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to tanker shipping. Oil prices are being whipsawed with markets on edge for every headline in the fast-moving Middle East conflict on Friday. Iran pressed ahead with attacks on the Persian Gulf neighbors as analysts warned existing damage will keep oil prices elevated. They're talking about elevated for like 2 to 3 years if they continue to keep attacking these other infrastructure in the Middle East. The major U.S. stock gauges on a track for fourth weekly decline in a row, with the Dow, the DJI, and NASDAQ Composite nearing correction territory. U.S. stocks begin Friday trading in the red. Yeah, let's take a look and see the overall sentiment, how it's shaping up today. Starting, of course, with the Fear and Greed Index right now. And the stock market right now, we're looking at extreme fear at 17 for the stock market. Again, the second or third day in a row, and extreme fear this low. It's been a long time since we've seen, I don't think I've ever seen it this low in traditional markets. Let's take a look and see what crypto fear and greed's been doing. We did just slip off a cliff here yesterday. Last night's live stream, we did lose 26. Let's see where we're at this morning. Now sitting at 11, still holding 11 from last night. Yikes. And of course, getting into the Dixie and crypto bubbles coming next. 99.5 on the Dixie today, slipping a little bit. You'd think it would be higher now that we're going to, continue this war, more doomer boomer FUD, right, going into dollars and bonds. But I'm actually surprised not at 100 this morning. I'm actually kind of surprised. It held down a little bit there. Let's take a look and see how bubbles are doing, and then check back with you guys in the chat. All right. Let's see what we got this morning. Xano is up. We're in the top 200 still. Okay, from yesterday. Looking at the biggest movers on the day to the downside. Meme Core's down another 10% today. River's down another 10% today. It's slowly bleeding, but still up decent, like 150% on the month. So falling off a cliff a little bit there as capital seems to rotate into a different thing. What could that thing be next? I wonder. But we've been talking about that over on the Patreon. Guys, if you're not part of the Patreon, you're missing out on some of these plays. You're missing out. Just saying. All right. I'm still the Patreon just a little bit, guys, of course. If you guys want to hang out with the Chaos Crew, we're going into another weekend. And of course, we like to hang out on the weekend and still make some money going into Monday. And the weekend, of course, is a place that we can still play and make some money. So if you guys want to hang out with the Chaos Crew, it's only $15 a month. And you too can be a Chaos Crew member. Yes, you too. Jeez. Moving on. Let's see what else we got here in the crypto bubbles. Biggest movers today: Kite, Tau, Fetch. Kite finally getting some sort of, recovery day. It's been, of course, bleeding now for a little while. That's Kite. Looking at on the weekly here, we're looking for assets that are oversold 15% or more. There's really not really anything here. Nothing I really like either. It's mostly just been, Trump coin. You guys want to get some of that Trump coin? Down 21% on Trump coin. Pi coin, not a big fan of that project either. Down 32% on Pi, as it should be. And World Liberty Financial, finally slipping a little bit. I wonder if it finally lost the top 20. That would be nice if it did. This one shows it ranked 35. Let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick and see what's up. Did we finally lose it? Nope, still holding number 20 according to CoinMarketCap this morning, with a 4,429,000,000 in valuation. So Litecoin still just slightly below it. It could get flipped. It could get flipped here in the next few days if Worldly Financial continues its sell-off. I'm not sure why the sell-off's going there, or why Crypto Bubbles is showing that at 35. Like, what is stepping in the way there at 35? I don't know. That makes no sense to me. All right, anything else happening here? And not really. Again, we're looking for 15s, 20s. I guess the runner-ups would be like Uniswap, Sky, Render, Midnight, if you had to look at something that was even close to 15%, but not quite there, with some utility. That's not a shit project. There you go. But they're all shit coins, guys. Don't forget. They're all shit coins against Bitcoin. All right, let's see what else is going on in the monthly here. We're also down about 20-25% here on some of these assets. Nothing down to quite 30 or 40 in our criteria. We look at the monthly every single day. Atom, I do like Cosmos. I think that's a really good runner-up. Worldly Financial, I mean, you can play with that thing. We've been covering it since the launch, and it's been kind of nothing but a dumpster fire. But yeah, you do the thing. You do the thing if you want. I do like Atom at these oversold prices. 61% off still on the year. I'm not really willing to build another bag right now. Midnight down 22%. I know some of you Cardano lovers out there do love to see this asset oversold here. Still trying to find its bottom. It may have found it. It may have just found it a little bit lower than it was just a week ago or two. But since the launch, yeah, it ran up to about 10 cents, just barely 10 cents, I guess, on a wick. We got about 11 cents on a wick. But yeah, it's already down to about half that right now this morning. All right, that's it, guys. That's it. On the top 100, that's all we got. Let's take a look at the top 200 here. Not feeling anything in the top 100. That's crazy. Because remember, we just screamed from the rooftops the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. SWI down 40%, Solana down 40%, Ethereum down 40%, and now there's nothing on the monthly. Not a damn thing. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on the day. Xano, Zbeck are the biggest movers. If you guys, of course, have been on part of my Patreon, you would know I've been screaming from the rooftops last night. I couldn't even sleep. I was up till like 2 or 3 in the morning. Keep getting waken up by all these calls. And we did see a pullback finally after it wicked up to about 28. That was our target. We hit 28. That was the first place, of course, we were looking at. We just talked about that too on Wednesday. It's kind of crazy. It all happened the day after we talked about it. We are still hitting resistance at the no-no zone. Again, called that as well. And we're going to, of course, have a little bit of a pullback there at the no-no zone. But this might be the final test for a breakout, because this is ridiculous, guys. It's one of the few assets that still hasn't broken out from the 10-10 event from last year. Even after the cracking listing, only wicking to the top of that trend line. Ridiculous. And, of course, we've been honoring that since 10-10. And it's about time we get out of this. And that could possibly happen into next week, maybe even to the weekend. This weekend. And again, some of the targets we're looking at there on a breakout. All right. So that's, of course, what's going on with Zbeck. Yeah, they just had a partnership announcement with HBAR that just came out yesterday, 2 days ago. And then, it's just been doing pretty damn well for itself for the past year. Okay, anything else happening here? Bard is still down another 10% on the day. I do like seeing that. I might actually get into this. This is ridiculously oversold. Now, 52% on the month. Ridiculous falling off a cliff there. I kind of want to build a bag. But yeah, on the year, so oversold. It's a brand new project, though. It just came out, was it like September, November last year? Yeah, September last year. So again, it could be a little bit more paying for it. It's still a pretty new project in the grand scheme of things. Really never had a pullback anyway. It's just been up and to the right since launch. So yeah, I mean, these new projects, of course, need to come down and get a little bit of pain. Get slapped back to the reality, man. Let's take a look and see what's going on the weekly here. On the top 200, Bard's down again the most here. It's my number one pick, probably. If, again, we did look at it. It looks like a decent project. I just don't know. There's too many damn coins in the sea. Hex is also down 32%. Talk about Dino coins there. Pulse Chain 21, Humanity Coin 30. These are some big moves, guys. These are some big moves on a weekly basis. Venice also down 18%. Yeah, we do like Venice here as well. Still up 72% of the year, so maybe a little bit more pain, but that looks like a bull flag to me on the year chart. Wow, it's crazy. Let's see what else we got. Starknet's about 15% off. There is definitely some opportunity here right now in the top 200 on the week. Let's take a look and see what's holding on the monthly though. We got a few that are down 30-40%. Bard is close to that, really close to that. Pith is down 22%, runner up there. Golem 27, Starknet 24, Ultimate 30, just barely in that 30 range. IP still within range, 32% off. Again, I've been shouting about that project for about a month or more now. Humanity Token again 46% and Optimism 33. Those are of course your update, guys, for DC opportunities on the day. I think top 100 is hardly anything at all. There's hardly anything else. I would be looking at the weekly right now, just looking for the things that have been moving the most. I would ignore Picoin. That's just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. All right, moving on. Again, not financial advice, just my 2 cents on the day.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, let's get back over to Doomberg real quick. We have about 10 minutes till we get into crypto news. Let's see if we can find anything else, or I'm going to rip into it early. Let's get into Fox Business. No, CNBC. What are they on break yet? Yes, they're on break. Everyone's on break now. Let's check back with you guys in the chat, see what else you guys are talking about in the chat. Pat Stackham's, welcome, Pat. Strawberry Dragons, of course, our favorite flavor of dragon. Good morning. Another Chaos Coffee Day. Love to see ZBEC is no longer a stablecoin. Yes, 100% Crypto Quint. Finally, hopefully getting a breakout this weekend. Neb saying, day one, no smoking tobacco products, no vapes, no cigs, nada. Wish me luck. I wish you luck, Nebs. You deserve better, man. You don't need to be putting that stuff in your body. You're good. Crypto Quint says, you got this, Nebs. Yes. Joyce, happy Joy Joyce. Of course, luck, giving up lugs, the Nebs. Oh my God, I can't even speak. Good luck, Nebs. Damn it.
We're going to win so much.
Oh, jeez. Super Danny says, got that stuff going in the morning. I have about 5 minutes until I get back to work. I hope you all have a amazing day. You too, Super Danny in the chat. You too. Pat Stackham's also here. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Thanks, Danny. Have a great shift. Oh my gosh, is that the Red Man? Yes, it is. It's the Red Man. Yes, that'd be me. Freaking Nebs. Geez. Yeah, 70,000 right now on Bitcoin. If you guys did miss the opening, we of course are winning. Tired of winning.
We're gonna win so much.
Of course, like clockwork, guys. We wake up every morning, and of course we make calls last night, of course, on baseline target, and we of course hit the top of that. Right on the head. All right, moving on. What else we got here? We're gonna get into some crypto news early because Doomberg sucks. All right. Let's move on. South Korean tax agencies seeks private crypto custodian after security lapses. They've been having issues. They're all over the damn place with crypto in South Korea. Whether or not they have proper regulations, or they're cutting tax implications, or easing on it, or not. Or it's just ridiculous. Or they're halting trading in general, putting limits on how much you can short the market, or if you can short the market. South Korea has been nuts. Bitcoin just lost 70K. Again, 10 a.m., 7 minutes away. Almost on time. Wicking on that 70K. 69.9. What else? Anything else? Bitcoin versus gold shows potential bottom signals as Bitcoin bulls defend 70K. That's what we're watching right now this morning. Technical indicators hint at a possible reversal in Bitcoin's relative performance as traders watch whether key support levels can hold. And then we just showed you in the order books earlier today, we started that 69,600 is going to be the next stop if the bears want to push it down further. That's going to be the next stop for the bulls to defend. That area right there. All right. Let's see what else. Bitcoin has endured a 14-month bear market against gold, with the Bitcoin gold ratio and momentum indicators as historic lows and previously marked cycle bottoms. The Bitcoin gold ratio is historic lows and multiple indicators hint at the cycle bottom. Bitcoin's price must hold 70,000 to avoid deeper drop over the coming weeks. I'm a contrarian. I want to see higher than 68 over the coming weeks. So we can go a little bit lower. That's fine. I just feel like, we got to at least hold the center of a previous parallel channel from the last 2 weeks. Again, I'm trying to keep the bottom in as high as we possibly can. So far, it's been so good. This is the lowest we've gone so far in the past 2 weeks. Has it been 2 weeks? No, not quite. It's been about 10 days since we touched this area down here. About 10 or 12 days. So almost 2 weeks. What else? Similarly, the moving average, simple moving average, the MACD indicator has dropped its lowest level ever since it's produced the bullish cross. Notice that the previous bullish crosses, particularly coming at the RSIs, recovered across the overall sold conditions, marked the bottom lows for for Bitcoin. This ultimately led 280 to 620% Bitcoin price breakouts against gold, as seen in 2019, 2021, and 2023. Yeah, I do remember a few of those breakouts. The 2023 one was nuts. That was nuts, especially with the banks kind of falling. Right now, seeing a similar pattern with the private equity, private credit banks. So we'll see if that actually also facilitates a similar effect. Also, gold versus oil and Bitcoin. I don't know. It might explode. Some people are saying, I saw that somewhere this morning, probably on crypto Twitter, late last night, that they were calling for like some sort of explosion if we hit like $180 a barrel or something. I don't know. At that point, I think the dollars don't even matter. The RSI has recovered to 33 from 21 in mid-February. When combined with a buy signal on the MACD, the picture begins to resemble previous cycles. Bottom is in for Bitcoin and gold. Technical analyst James Easto said in an X post on Friday, adding that the stage is set for Bitcoin's recovery. Last time Bitcoin bottomed against gold was in November 2022, and it marked the beginning of a 700% Bitcoin price rally to the current all-time high of 126,000. What I don't want to see, and it probably doesn't even matter anymore, but it's been a minute since I did this or showed you guys the correlation of Bitcoin and gold. Let me see if I can grab this over here. Where's gold? There's gold. What I don't want to see is us to continue down lagging indicator where gold's gone over the past week, right? It's fallen off a cliff. This is the last time I threw that up there. Let me go back to that area. It's about right here with the bars pattern. Where's my bars pattern? There we go. And I'll just grab the same area, but keep it up to date here. I'm going to throw this on our other chart. And we got to get that a little lighter, that works fine. All right, we're gonna throw this on the Bitcoin chart back again over there. I've been so off with this lately. We haven't looked at this in a minute because it's been so outdated. But yeah, this is of course the lagging indicator against gold. Oh my gosh, what the hell? I'm not sure where the hell he even dropped that damn thing. All right, okay, there it is. I see it. My God, what a mess. All right, I'm going to place that right on top of the old one. Yeah, we'll continue covering this. There we go. Lagging indicator on gold versus Bitcoin. I'll throw that in there, put that back there. So it used to be correlated to Bitcoin until, of course, we had the 10-10 event where it split off and then decoupled from gold on a lagging indicator on gold. It's about 2 or 3 months. A lagging indicator for gold. And it's still way up there too on Bitcoin. So we could still get back up to about 150,000 and still be on par with gold. A little bit lower to realistically would get us back down to, of course, our previous all-time high. 140, I'm calling for maybe 140, maybe closer to that. But anyway, you can see here that we are so uncorrelated to gold. We used to, of course, be on par. We, of course, need to climb back up there and get back to it. I think at some point, these two will touch later this year. Bitcoin coming up and gold coming back down. We might end up there around 130,000 maybe. And gold starts to see a possible sell-off again at these ranges. I don't know. If oil continues to sell off, that's kind of what I'm expecting. At some point, some sort of a rally on Bitcoin to meet, of course, the demand meeting, of course, with the correlation with gold. 69,800 right now. Again, just a little bit lower I mean, a little bit higher than our point of resistance. We're looking at possible touch about 69,600. That's where the bulls are defending right now. And it looks like they're holding at least 69.8. It's always 8.6 and then 3, 8.63, 8.63. Again, if we test the bottom of the channel again, it'll be around that 69.3, 69.3 this morning. All right. So yeah, Bitcoin versus gold. Technical analyst James Iso says that Pex hosts on Friday, adding that the stage is set for Bitcoin's recovery. The last time Bitcoin bottomed against gold was in November of 2022, and it marked the beginning of a 700% Bitcoin price rally to its current all-time high of 226K. And you guys just showed you guys that it was on par, right on top of it back then in November of last year. Of course, we lost that, but before that, of course, it was right on top of it. I really got to go back to the hour chart to see it. The 4 hour, the daily. Jesus, the daily. Am I on the wrong chart? What the hell? Where'd it go? Oh no, I'm sorry. We're so below it. We're so far below it that it's not even visible. That's what it is. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe I did get rid of it. I'm losing my shit, man. Did I accidentally delete it? It just disappeared. All right, whatever. I'll have to fix it again. This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, it's up there. That's what I'm talking about, of course. Right here, right there. All right. Analysts at Geometric said the past three Bitcoin versus gold bear markets have been between 12 and 14 months. Drawdowns have been ranging between 75 to 84%. About 13 months have elapsed the current cycle, which has so far gone down 81%, surpassing the 2021 bear market. The analyst said, adding that I think it's a solid case for a potential bottom right here. And again, that's what I've been saying for a while now too. It seems like the bottom is in on Bitcoin. Potential maybe double bottom, and that's about it. At this point, I don't think there's going to be much more pain unless nuclear bombs are dropped. All right. Moving on. Let's see what else we can dig up. Go back to Doomberg, get some more TradFi news. You guys know the drill. We are here. It's Crypto Chaos every single morning. Let's take a look at CNBC. Bloomberg is on break. And let's get back into it.
Sarah Eisen with Carl Quintanilla and Mike Santoli today. We are live from Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange. David Faber is out. Coming up this hour, Council on Foreign Relations President Michael Froman will join us with two flashpoints he says could force an escalation in the Iran war. Plus, we'll talk to former Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency Director Chris Krebs about the cyber threats from the war facing companies and agencies. And details on the scandal rocking shares of chipmaker Supermicro this morning, with that stock losing more than a quarter of its value. It is a wild story.
Oh, you sell a chip to China? Are you in trouble?
What are you, stupid?
There's really nothing going on. Oh, breaking news.
We're going to get you those headlines if we get them. In the meantime, Journal's out with a story a few moments ago. Pentagon sending 3 warships and thousands of additional Marines to the Middle East. Felt like we took maybe a small leg over on that headline, Mike.
For sure. Yeah, we did sort of push slower on that. Been this pattern, obviously. Market sort of stays in position, at least being prepared with one eye for something de-escalatory or some relief on oil. Didn't get it. The S&P kind of looks like it wants to touch the hot stove, which is the November lows, 65.20 or thereabouts, and we'll see if that creates a little bit of a dam break to the downside or not. We have this big expiration day, but so far the market's been trying to keep it somewhat contained.
All right, so what I'm watching is rising yields and rising probability that the Federal Reserve will not cut this year and may even hike. I mean, that is starting to get priced in a little bit. Okay, I have this great chart. Yep. I'm going to walk you through the chart. The orange line on top is the Fed funds rate. That's where we are right now. The little stair step down. Those are the 3 cuts we got last year. And as you can see now, it's like flatlining because the Fed's not doing anything. They're not cutting, they're not raising. So there's where we are. The blue line below it, that's December in terms of market pricing of Fed funds futures. And pretty much throughout the year, up until like a few days ago, the market expected by December we'd have lower interest rates than where we are now. See, it's lower than the orange line. So the market has been expecting cuts. They expect Kevin Warsh to come in, start cutting. They expect inflation to come down, start cutting. But guess what's happening now? Because of the rise in oil, because of questions about who's going to be Fed chair, the December cut odds have gone all the way up to where we are now, taking out all chances of a cut And they've, you can't really see it on this chart, and it's gotten more extreme just in the last few hours, starting to price in more odds of a potential hike by December, where they would actually raise interest rates. Now, we've been talking about why that's happening, right? Oil prices sustained higher. That's inflationary. Powell's tone was interpreted as more emphasizing the risks of higher inflation than the risks of weaker jobs. And now there are questions about, how easily Warsh is going to get in there and get confirmed, because Tillis is digging in here. Powell's digging in that he said that he would stay governor and interim Fed chair until he...
Yeah, he didn't say that though. He said, I haven't decided yet. But yeah, looks like we're actually going to get that decision possibly today on Lisa Cook. My God, that's been dragged out for 6 months now. My God. Yeah, and of course the Trump administration would love to get that seat. Okay. So yeah, let's see how the Dixie's doing. Holy crap. Geez, this is what Bitcoin was made for, guys. Don't forget that. It was made out of a recession for the next recession, and here we are. We're heading into the next recession. My immediate reaction to this would be a sell-off. And then, of course, a huge spike in interest in Bitcoin as people start to realize what the hell is actually happening again. 2008 financial crisis possibly coming back into this limelight. Oh my gosh, great news this morning. So much doom.
We're gonna win so much.
I love it. Never gets old. 99.5 on the Dixie. Doesn't look like anything is really happening. Still testing the highs, I guess, from that past day. Still a little lower, of course, than the 100 we slipped off of just yesterday. Let's take a look and see what else is going on with crypto news. Anything else happening? Oof, there's just too much happening in TradFi, man. I can't look away from the doom. Bloomberg's coming back too. Let's see if they're covering the doom too.
Here with oil. Jay Plosky, he's the chief investment officer at TP.
I don't like any of the stuff coming up. Doomberg, we're going to ignore you for the rest of the day. Okay, we'll take a look and see what else is going on with, crypto news. Let's get back to crypto news. It's about that time. Let's get back into, how about CoinDesk? Let's take a look at CoinDesk now. Bitcoin's still testing about 70K. The bears can't seem to take us below 69.8 so far this morning. That's the lowest we've seen. 69.5, we might have got a wick down there, but right now defending 69.5, 69.6. All the bulls and bears, we have a little bit of legs there into maybe 1030, maybe trying to get another retest of 71,000, but more than likely that's probably not going to happen until maybe the afternoon. It is a Friday, so again, low liquidity Friday. You can see up there that, on the order books, that's the only thing the bears are looking to defend here in the short term, other than where we're at right now, about 70K. They're trying to keep us pinned between 70K and about 69.8 right now on Bitcoin. All right, let's take a look and see. Arthur Hayes still calling for $150 on hype? Possibly. He's been very adamant about that project. What else we got here? Crypto wallet maker Ledger taps former Circle executive. Kalshi valuation doubles to $22 billion in latest funding round. Where's the crypto news, man? Come on. Bitcoin holds steady with one analyst seeing the upside emerging. Man, there's nothing. Man, the news has been so lackluster, guys. So lackluster here in the last couple days. Crypto wallet maker Ledger taps former Circle executive as CFO to help lead the IPO push for Ledger. Of course, that's coming soon. I think by the summer. Coinbase's Bitcoin yield fund goes on chain with Apex's tokenization. Again, more treasury companies for Bitcoin every single day. Not surprised. All right, there's pretty much nothing here on CoinDesk this morning. Yikes. We're going to be over on crypto doom scrolling on crypto Twitter here in a minute. Let's see what else is going on. CryptoNews.net. Usually find something interesting over here. Bitcoin jumps to 70,800 as oil retreats. Obviously, that's old. It happened last night. All this stuff's old, basically. Coinbase unveils 24/7 stock futures traders. We've been talking about that for 3 days. NASA weighs Artemis mission to SpaceX Starship. Amazon develops Transformer phone. What the hell? It's first since 2014 Fire phone. What does this have to do with crypto? What the hell, man?
Are you stupid?
No crypto news, man. We're reaching. Tom Lee declares that Ethereum has bottomed out. Ooh, as of 3 hours ago. Let's see what Tom Lee has to say this morning. I could probably find the clip of him saying this actually on Doom Scrolling. Let's see if we can find that first. We can see Wackadoodle this morning. Come on, Tom Lee. What do we got? The latest from Tom Lee. 7 minutes ago, Sam Altman, WorldCoin, Mr. Beast are now connected. And Orb sits in the middle. Oh, God, this is a terrible, terrible setup. Oh, God. Dystopia Future is confirmed. Yikes. Oh, my God. Tom Lee just said that Orbs just unlocked OpenAI exposure. Sam Altman's WorldCoin and Mr. Beast are now connected. You're combining the biggest mover for normies and, of course, the biggest dystopian future project there is, WorldCoin, together. And I give you guys an update, or I guess get you guys up to date if you guys haven't been in the space as long as I have. WorldCoin came out about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. It was in the middle of the bear market, 2022. And they basically took a giant orb. That's where the whole orb thing comes from. They had you scan your eyeball, and then they gave you $50. And they throw you on. Of course, they got you locked in their ecosystem. This popped up across the world, mostly in Africa and other countries that were debanked, right, or not banked at all. Had no access to banks, and so that was the idea they had for them over there, and of course bringing it to the world. Dystopian future coming soon. OpenAI ecosystem exposure, proof of human network, yes. Mr. Beast distribution layer, which is just attack the normies, and public market access today. This is how you access OpenAI before IPOs. Most people will miss this, and Tom Lee, of course, on that.
Now the second moonshot
Mr. Beast
for Bitmine is Orbs. Now we actually just made some changes and announcements at Orbs that didn't make it to our deck. But Orbs is investing in WorldCoin. Now I'm not sure if you've heard of WorldCoin, but WorldCoin is the cryptocurrency that was developed by Sam Altman, who created OpenAI for proof of human. Now what Orbs is doing, though, is they said, all right, we have proof of human, the most important proof of human network. They just announced that they're making an investment into Mr. Beast and have actually introduced Sam Altman and Mr. Beast. So there is going to be some collaboration, especially as OpenAI thinks about creating, and it's been reported, like in Fortune, that OpenAI wants to create a social network that only humans can use, and Mr. Beast is very interested in collaborating on that. So again, when you buy Orbs, which is publicly traded, you're getting exposure to OpenAI, which Orbs has an investment in, and it has an investment in Mr. Beast. So it's almost like if you want to have exposure to OpenAI today before they IPO, you should be buying Orbs because they have direct investments in both companies.
Yes, and of course it's tied to the whole Mr. Beast financial nonsense. Of course, it's coming soon to get the normies involved in financial assets of any kind, or maybe it's just to make money off the normies for getting involved in any sort of investments. With I'm sure they're going to have some ridiculously high AUM fees. Let's see what else we got. Orbs. Tom Lee, we're looking for Tom Lee and his Ethereum. Yes, Tom Lee could reach 62. Bitcoin. Ethereum could reach 62,000 if it hits the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio. Tom Lee is a simple way to figure out what ETH might fairly be worth compared to Bitcoin. He looks at his historical ratio of Bitcoin versus Ethereum to use that as an estimate for Ethereum's price, and if Bitcoin hits his target of $62,000, I guess. Trying to find a clip of him saying the thing we're trying to cover right now, but it might have been just too soon ago that people didn't record it and throw it up on crypto Twitter. Just can't find it quite yet. All right, we'll just read it. Screw it. I'm not opposed to reading. I read everything every day. Tom Lee, co-founder of renowned Fundstrat Global Advisors and cryptocurrency analyst, has stated that Ethereum prolonged bear market has ended and the bottom is now behind it, calling the bottom again on Ethereum. I remind you, the last time he called the bottom on Ethereum, Bitcoin was at $80,000, right? He called the bottom for Bitcoin and Ethereum around that time frame. And of course, it was not the bottom. It wasn't the bottom. That was back in November of last year, right there. So looks like we could have, yeah, this could be actually true now. I mean, we are a little lower there in 2.5, a little lower, right? Oh, I guess that wasn't even 2.5, was it? This was 2.5. Okay, so yeah, we are a little lower. We're a little lower. Oh my God. But yeah, that could have been it. That could have been it. All right, Tom. I'll give it to you. This time you might be right. You might be right. If analysts shared with the BitMine team, Ethereum's price chart was compared to recovery periods following the major crashes in SP 500 to 1987 and 2011 using Tom DeMark indicators. I'm not sure what the hell that is. Tom DeMark indicators. According to the analysts, the current price structure shows 93% correlation to these historical low cycles. According to the analysts, Ethereum's realized price is $2,241, and Ethereum is currently trading approximately 22% below the average cost. And Tom Lee argued that these levels have created strong buying opportunities in the past cycles and represent a critical threshold where the trend reverses. Ethereum's price movements have been compared to the two iconic SP 500 recovery periods following the crashes. These include 93% correlation to the SP 500 recovery after Black Monday in 1987, 89% correlation with the bottom formation after the 2011 US debt crisis ceiling. You know what's funny about that? We haven't really had a huge pullback ever in the stock market since 2008. I don't think we've had any really major huge pullback. We haven't had a Black Monday. We haven't had a depression, right? Yeah, stock market crashes like that just haven't been seen in recent memory. Let me get back into that real quick and show you. And again, remind you why we hold Bitcoin. My God. All right. Because you can say that. The money printer go burr, and each time they go burr, we just throw the money back into the stock market. And we have not seen a pullback since. It's been up and to the right forever after every major money printing event. 2008 financial crisis, boom. 2020, boom, rip. Of course, the two major events we've injected so much money into the world, right? Into the world with fiat, with the money printer. You could say, again, I say this all the time. I don't say it enough, apparently, we could, of course, just be following inflation with the assets, of course, being overvalued in the stock market based on just the overall amount of money that's involved in the stock market. Of course, it's bigger today, so law of big numbers. Less, of course, scarcity with the dollar, of course, incorporated into more value of assets in the world today. All right. So that's just my 2 cents on that too. All right. Anything else we got going on here? I think we're going to start doom scrolling, guys. I think we're going to start doom scrolling. It's about almost 10:30 now. We got about 15 minutes remaining. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Los in the chat just said Chuck Norris just died, guys. What? Chuck Norris doesn't die? Shut up. Shut up. Oh, wow. Oh, well, guys, throw some candles up, throw some fire. That sucks, man. That sucks. Chuck Norris, of course, was a legend. Wow. That sucks. I guess I'll finish off this $100 bill and yeah. In the spirit of Chuck Norris. My God, that sucks. We've been losing so many icons, so many American icons in the past 2 or 3 years. Since COVID, man. Since COVID, it's just been downhill. All of our pop culture icons are just gone. Looks like we did just recently wick back down to about 69.6, holding a little higher than we're at right now. About 10, 12 minutes away from that 10:30 event. Of course, that usually test the market's resilience. We'll see if we can get a little bit higher today holding, or are we going to slap this on back down? It's a Friday, guys. So again, remember, liquidity is low today on Friday. Jake the Snake says, Dylan Dimes rip when they feel like it, says Jake the Snake in the chat. Again, shout out to Dylan over there, of course, giving us our calls and, of course, helping us with our gems. If you guys haven't already, checked it out, of course, it's only $15 a month to join the Chaos crew. And you too can participate with us over there with Dylan's Dimes. And I just showed you guys in the middle of Tom Lee's little speech there. One of them is already starting to pop off right now. Just saw a little bit of a pullback, but yeah, wow, crazy rip there on Zama. Of course, making the call there. If you guys would have got into this on the last pullback when we were buying down here just a while ago, you'd already be up about 15%. And again, if you got in when the major move happened down here, when we did, you would have been up, let's see, about 30%. So we're, of course, writing this up to about, undetermined amount of time. Possibly 100% coming soon for Zama. And it just had a big partnership today, too, with Shiba Inu. Guys, if you didn't hear about that, let me see if I can dig it up. I'm surprised we're not getting any of this news coverage, man. Nothing. I just made a big video about Zama the other day. That's, of course, Zama, is one of the biggest ignored privacy coins right now. It's pretty new, so it's not well known yet. But Zama just got partnered with Shiba Inu. And it's got other partnerships as well. It's just this is the newest one to bring privacy to Shiba Inu coin as well. This is, of course, a homomorphic asset that basically puts itself on top of an existing asset for privacy. So it can be added to any ecosystem it wants to. And of course, they keep adding more and more all the time. All right. So yeah, Shiba Inu Zama. Let's get into it. Why not? It happened. I guess it was announced back in November. Look at that. It was actually announced back in November of last year, but it didn't get integrated until today. March 7th. Looking for the major announcement. Maybe it happened at the beginning of the month, and I just got I got eyes on it today. 3 days ago. 4 days ago. Yeah, I just can't find anything. I'm assuming it's going to be something like this here. 2 major upgrades hit Shibarium. The past Shiba Inu coin news. Shibarium privacy upgrade coming in 2026. So this is with Zama. I think it went live today, though. According to Shiba Inu ecosystem lead Lucy on November 27, 2025, Shibarium will adopt Zama's fully homomorphic encryption FHE as an advanced privacy technology developed in the cryptography firm Zama. With this upgrade, Shibarium will support the encrypted smart contracts, private transactions, and secure governance tools, all without exposing user information. Meanwhile, this change moves Shibarium from the standard layer 2 network to a next generation privacy focused blockchain designed for safer and more confidential activity. I don't know if that's really going to bring that to a SHIB, but okay. However, Zama has already launched its public testing on Ethereum Sepolia, with plans to go live on Ethereum mainnet by late 2025. After that, the team will expand the EVM chains in the first half of 2026 and deploy separately on Solana by late 2026. All right, so that's the gist of it. I can't find any more than that. I saw the headline this morning somewhere, so I'm assuming it just has some relevance today. All right. Let's move on. But yeah, Zama is ripping today. How is Sheeb doing? It's been a long time since I even looked at Sheeb. I guess I could take a look at that real quick too, since we are talking about both assets. Oh, Sheeb. Yeah, it looks like it broke out last night and this morning into a bull flag here on the 1 hour. Looking like it's sold off enough now that's probably not going to break out, but it could still produce. It still could produce another leg up to retest. What is that? 5060? I don't even know anymore. 6.3. Okay, something like that possibly coming for Shiba Inu. It's a weekend though. I don't know. It's going into a weekend. 69,700 still holding, testing 69.6 right now on Bitcoin. Again, that's the area the bulls or the bears are trying to break us down below 69.6. Can we hold? All right, anything else going on? 69,003 is of course going to be next if we lose 69.6. All right, let's get back over to doom scrolling. Anything else going on over on crypto Twitter today? All right, Elon Musk. Okay. Yeah, everything's holding on, holding this up from the Strait of Hormuz. Okay. Strait of Hormuz is holding all this up. The future of innovation basically held up right now by the Strait of Hormuz. Jesus. Cynthia Lummis shows you the yield sign this morning. What the hell? Everything's on fire this morning. Everything's on fire. Okay, let's see. Breaking Supermicro co-founder arrested for smuggling $2.5 billion in NVIDIA GPUs to China. Of course, that's been all over the headlines this morning and yesterday. Nothing's new there. Anything else breaking? Abra's $750 million deal fuels corporate crypto wave. Digital assets platform Abra secures a $750 million valuation through a SPAC merger with New Providence Acquisition Corporation 3, unlocking up to $300 million for growth. Stated that Bitcoin is the ultimate inflation hedge, predicting mid-sized firms will mirror MicroStrategy's Bitcoin playbook. Man, they are killing it with Stretch right now too.
Put some of that capital into crypto on our balance sheet, and I would love to buy it at whatever it is right now, 72,000 or whatever it's trading at, right? I can't say what it's going to be at once we're listed. I wouldn't be surprised if it was higher, no guarantees, but obviously I prefer to buy it at a low price.
Do you think the path of least resistance is to the upside for Bitcoin?
I think over time, it's simply a function of market liquidity. And the question is the government going to stop printing money? And when we're at war, oil prices are rising, unemployment is rising, $1 trillion in debt service payments. The government is not going to stop printing money, and Bitcoin is the ultimate liquidity stock for that money.
Clarity Act moves closer to the Senate as negotiations heat up. Lawmakers have circulated the updated draft of the White House with key issues, with stablecoin yield nearing a resolution coming soon. Again, Cynthia Lummis pointing towards the end of the month having the markup, and next month possibly getting the vote in for the final product. Tom Lee explains, Ethereum bottom is in. This is where he mentioned that, I guess. We were looking for that earlier.
Bitmine works with an advisor named Tom DeMark. He's a legendary market timer, and he's provided an analysis to us that says Ethereum in the last few months, especially since October,
6 months,
is really mirroring what happened to the S&P 500 in 2011 and what happened to the S&P 500 in 1987. If you were involved in U.S. markets, both times marked major declines in the S&P. Well, according to him, there's a 93% correlation to what Ethereum's doing today to what the S&P did in 1987. And in 1987, if you apply that same forecast, Ethereum would have bottomed on March 7th. And if we're correlating this to the 2011 episode, Ethereum is bottoming today. So using his analysis, we think we're at the bottom or exiting the crypto winter now. And another way to think of it is this measure called realized price. It's very popular with doing the same math for Bitcoin, but we're doing it for Ethereum. Realized price is looking at the blockchain and looking at the average purchase price of Ethereum. So currently on the Ethereum blockchain, the average purchase price is $2,241 for Ethereum. And if we look at the two most recent lows in 2022 and last year, Ethereum traded at a 39% discount to the realized price in 2022 and a 21% discount in 2025. In other words, your average position was in a loss of 21%. Currently, we're at 22%. So we're at the level where in 2025, Ethereum started to turn higher.
Definitely was a nice print for their third quarter, which includes their peak season in December. It shows us that they're really
Oh no! Damn it! Damn it!
What are you, stupid?
Screw you, Tom Lee. Screw you, Tom Lee. Oh my God. All right. Recap of what I just said. Bitcoin holding 70K. Stuck between 71,000. Now the bears are setting up support. Market makers right now moving. It's 10:30, right? It's 10:30. We're holding at least 69.5 for support. 71,000 is incoming for the bears. Of course, trying to probably hold us back at 70,800. All right, that's what I was saying, damn it. Of course, now we're going to be doom scrolling more. But as of right now, there's hardly anything really to talk about. We're waiting for things to develop. I think this might be it, guys. It might be it. I'm gonna do a little bit more doom scrolling. Bloomberg's, going back into some of their analysts we really don't care about this morning. All right, let's continue. Treasury is moving cap oil prices. Scott Bessman says the U.S. is coordinating supply 130 million barrels to Russian oil already released. Another 140 million barrels of Iranian oil potentially next, plus a 400 million barrel SPR release approved. The goal is simple: flood the supply and keep prices down in the short term. Oil feeds into inflation. Inflation drives the rates, and then the rates drive liquidity. If energy stays contained, it eases pressure on inflation and gives markets room to breathe. Looks like America's, being back to being world police again.
And there was 130 million barrels of floating storage. In the coming days, we may unsanction the Iranian oil that's on the water. It's about 140 million barrels. So depending on how you count it, that's 10 days to 2 weeks of supply that the Iranians had been pushing out. That would have all gone to China. In essence, we will be using the Iranian barrels against the Iranians to keep the price down for the next 10 or 14 days as we continue this campaign. So we have lots of levers. We've got plenty more that we can do. The largest coordinated SPR release in history, 400 million barrels, was approved last week. And some countries are going to do more. The U.S. could unilaterally do another SPR release to keep the price down. As you will have noted, WTI and its European counterpart Brent have substantially diverged over the past few trading sessions.
All right. I do like that quote, though, from Bessent. Leadership in Iran has been decapitated. They are in chaos. Yes. Oh, jeez. Okay, the fan fiction right now for Trump is going crazy. We're shipping Trump and Takaichi. Trumpichi, of course. Even after Pearl Harbor? You never warned me about Pearl Harbor. I'll never keep anything from you again. I love it. Little fanfic there. I'm sure the doujinshi is coming soon. Doujin coming soon. Millennials living through .com bust in 2008, COVID, like 10 wars, and now the greatest world crisis in history, and knowing their only way out is the hyper gamble on internet coins. Yes, coming from, of course, the great Lark Davis on crypto Twitter. BRICS nations, if you guys didn't see this is the latest we had from Netanyahu. It's a small clip. I kind of believe it's real, but I wasn't really sure. I saw it last night while I was in bed. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says Jesus Christ has no advantage over Genghis Khan. He also saying that that they're going to continue their attack and yada yada yada. But as of right now, they're gonna appease America's wishes and not engage in over disputes of over the infrastructure. Okay, so anyway, this is a quick little update from Netanyahu. I don't know, guys. I guess that's the real one.
Unfortunately and unhappily, Jesus Christ has no advantage over Genghis Khan.
Okay. Breaking Hyperliquid now trades more oil, gold, and silver than crypto. Combined HIP 3 open interest, 1 billion all-time high. The platform is processing more volume in tokenized commodities than digital assets. Hyperliquid. What else we got? Super Micro co-founder. Yeah, of course, caught his pants down. Is that Hatsune Miku with Shrek? What the hell? Nice. Got some of that, yeah, synthwave going on in the background too. After 30, there is no more ugly or handsome men. There is only rich or broke. Yes, 100% there. I'll have, she will be mine. She will be mine. Hatsune Miku. Oh my God. Yes. All right. What else we have here? Crypto Twitter. Anything else? We talked about that a bit. Yeah, we talked about all this stuff. I think that's it, guys. I think we're pretty much all tapped out for news right now. Of course, waiting for anything breaking. Bitcoin still holding 70K. I'm gonna call it 10:37 right now. Let me catch up with you guys one more time in the chat, and then we're going to head out for today. See you again, of course, tonight for 2 more shows this evening. Of course, we have the evening show here on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the other one that follows on the Patreon, for, of course, exclusively only for the Patreon at 9:30. All right, and of course, you guys can, of course, ask any question you want over there. Let's see. Okay, I was on mute. Yes, I know I was on mute. It wasn't 2 minutes, though. Was it? Please tell me it wasn't 2 minutes. Durka, Shah of Iran, Shataku. Jake, jeez. That short clip of Netting Dead You. Card his sleeve growing magically. I didn't see his ring on that one either. I don't know if you guys noticed that, if you watched that full clip. I did not see the ring on that full clip. Let me know if you did. It's really blurry too. Los has also got a link for us over here on
Norris doesn't
YouTube.
tell ghost stories. Ghosts tell Chuck Norris stories. Chuck Norris once missed 2 days of school. Those 2 days are now called the weekend. When Chuck Norris turned 18, his parents moved out. Chuck Norris once made a Happy Meal cry. Chuck Norris killed 2 stones with 1 bird. Chuck Norris has a bear rug on his living room floor. It's still alive. It's just afraid to move. Follow for more! Chuck Norris doesn't tell ghost stories.
Yeah, there's so many, of course. Great memes of the late Chuck Norris. So you guys just joining us, he just passed away. And Los, of course, reported it in the chat. That sucks, man. That sucks. I burned a $100 bill. And I'm going to wipe my tears with it. That sucks, man. That sucks. Goodbye, Chuck. Goodbye. You had a good run, buddy. You had a good run. But even Chuck Norris, of course, faces death. All right. Let's see what else we have in the chat. Anything else? I think we are caught up, guys. I think it's time to go. I think it's time to head out. Again, just a quick little update before we leave. Bitcoin reclaiming 70,000, testing 70,300 now for a potential break back up to the upside. And the Bears right now have us pretty much cornered between 69.9 and 71K. Again, it's going to be some sideways chop here probably for a little while. Maybe we break out of here, go up to a 78,800. See some support resistance there, fight down here, flip that, and then of course see maybe a breakout this evening or this afternoon, right around 71K. This takes us into about again the trading session in the afternoon. So something like this until we get chopped up here and break out. That'd be my guess is how this is going to play out this afternoon. We'll see. We'll come back to see later, guys. We'll come back and see later. Of course, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back to some more Crypto Chaos and the news later. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Maybe stay away from those dog, frog, cat coins. And get off zero, guys. Make sure you have some Bitcoin in your portfolio. There you go. Here's some orange pills for you too. If you're just unsure, you just take one of these guys, making you, of course, better feeling. 1 pill a day keeps, of course, the FOMO away. I'll see you all again soon. When
will then be now? Soon.
Buttons.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. You know.
Chuck Norris in space. Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee. Chuck Norris in heaven fighting the devil. I mean, anything, of course, is possible. Guys, we live in of course, an age of AI. It's coming soon to a PC near you, or I guess YouTube near you. Full feature film. God, Chuck Norris versus Zama Mama Milkers. What the hell? Zama Mama Milkers. I had a decent breakout today too. We'll see if we continue that into the weekend. Have a great day, guys. I will see you all again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay safe. Stay safe. See ya.
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.